Good morning, everybody. I am just making a random video about my favorite way to make Publix brand macaroni and cheese. It's a very simple process, but there's a lot of nuance that I'd like to add, so I just wanted to show anybody who is interested. So first of all, the pot. I'm using a pot that's about this size. I find it cooks the macaroni and cheese best. It's a lot easier to stir, and it, most importantly, doesn't overflow. So, you just take this pot over, fill it with water. I like to use hot water, just because I like to think that that makes it boil faster. It probably doesn't, but there we go. You don't have to fill it too much either. As you can see, so you just over here, put it on the highest setting that your stove has. Wrong knob. There we go. The stove I have is a bit confusing to use, but there we go. As you can see, it's on high. And we just wait for the water to boil. So, while we're doing that, I would like to show kind of what the box says the directions are. Alright, so bring 6 cups of water to a boil on top of stove in medium-sized saucepan. I don't know if that's 6 cups. I don't measure it. It's not important at all. Stir in pasta. Like it says up there, you gotta boil it first. Very important. One time I did not do that, and the mac and cheese came out all wrong. The texture was just really weird. It was terrible. So, please boil the water first. Stir in, boil 7 to 9 minutes. Once it desired tenderness. I probably will set a timer for this video to 8 minutes, just to make it look like I'm a professional or something, but I never set a timer normally, so, and it always comes out fine. So again, it doesn't matter too much, just as long as you know what tenderness you want it to, which I do, because I've done this so many times. Alright, drain, do not rinse. Return to pan. This is just to get all the water out, obviously. And I have a couple strainers that I can use. Add 1/4 cup unsalted butter. That's half a stick if you don't know. 1/4 cup 2% milk. It doesn't actually matter if it's 2%. And I'll talk about the amount of milk that you have to use. There's a very specific amount that I like to use to get a good texture. And contents of the sauce packet. Mix well until smooth and creamy. I will get to that later, obviously. And then serve. I can usually eat an entire box myself. Often I'll share it with family, but you know. And now, as you can see, the water is gradually boiling. I don't like to put it in quite yet. This is very close. Probably put it in like 10 seconds or so, maybe even less. Once it starts to boil, it gets faster and faster and faster. So, I think, big bubbles are appearing. So I turn the temperature down first, and then pour the mac and cheese in, and then quickly get a spoon. This is going to be a bit hard to do, so bear with me. Holding a camera and stirring at the same time is not something I've experienced doing before, but there we go. You just stir it. It's very important that you stir it first. Not so important later, because if you have it on the right heat, the bubbles will basically stir it for you. I'll be moving the mac and cheese up and down. The only real concern that you run into if you don't stir is that the macaronis will all stick to the bottom of the pan, and that's never good. You definitely don't want that to happen. Oh, and I forgot to set a timer, so I will do that real quickly. Like I said, it doesn't really matter, but also I've never used this thing before. There we go. There it is. 8 minutes. It's a fairly new timer, so I'm very inexperienced using it, but it's alright. So this is around the point. I guess you still want to stir it here in case the macaronis get stuck to each other. That can be a concern. But at some point it stirs it by itself. That's around when I like to go and get the butter. So alright, that seems pretty good. It's fine if you just leave the spoon in here. Let's go. Oh. Okay, well, because of the stores being, quite empty because of current events, we're almost out of butter, but this looks like it's around half a stick, so it's a little bit more, so it'll be fine. So yes, I will just and I'll just use this knife to cut it. So half a stick would be about that. There's half a stick. So I'll just keep this out here for now. Let's see how the macaroni's doing. Alright. So it looks like a few got stuck to the bottom. I could feel it, but only a few, and it's just a few. It doesn't matter. It's cooking pretty well. Might want to add a little bit more heat. And according to this, it's still about 4 minutes left. So, I'll go get the strainer now, I suppose. There we go. This is the strainer I like to use. We have another strainer, but the good thing about this one is you can put it over the sink like this, and you don't have to take everything out of the sink. So, since there's not really anything more to talk about, I think I will cut the video out here and come back when it's actually done boiling.